Uy. What's up YouTube? Ako nga pala si Crazy Ivan. Welcome to my channel. Hindi ako pwede masyadong mag-ingay kasi gabi na. Oras ngayon is anong oras ba ngayon? Yan, kung nakikita nyo sa baba, 11:04. Magka-alas 12 na. Nakakatakot pa rin pinapanood ko, diba? So ito, bagong upload ni Nuke'S Top 5. Top 5 scary ghost videos to break your brain. Kasi kaya ako nag-video ngayong gabi. Mga gantong oras kasi mas mas maintindihan mo daw yung pinapanood mo. Syempre tahimik na, 'di ba? Wala na maingay. Tapos mas matatakot ka. Yun yung gusto ko, mas natatakot tayo, 'di ba? Kaya kung pinapanood mo 'to, kasabay mo ako. Matapang ka, boy. Game. Huwag natin patagalin 'to. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's do this. Let's go. Favorite ko to, Nuke'S Top 5.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Nick Does Life. Nick Martin from Clearfield, Pennsylvania dedicates his YouTube account to his dream of one day becoming the proud owner of a brand new RV to live in and travel the country. In one of his videos, Nick does a vlog post mentioning that sadly, one of his favorite RV life YouTube channels might be quitting YouTube soon. As Nick casually paces back and forth through his house to help compose his thoughts, he suddenly captures something absolutely spine-chilling.
There's YouTubers on this platform that, you know, they're not like super like.
Kakaumpisa pa lang eh. Sabi ko, wag ako maingay eh. Ba't meron yun? Balik ko nga. Holy mama, umpisa pa lang to ah.
You know, they're not like super
Pugot
like,
na ulo.
what's the word I'm looking for here?
What looks like a headless dark figure can be seen standing in the hallway right behind Nick. Now it was one of Nick's
Hindi niya
loyal
napansin
viewers,
kaya yan?
Megan, who actually noticed the creepy apparition and emailed me about the video. She also reached out to Nick, who reacts somewhat confused and just explains that, hey, I don't make ghost videos. Of course, I then got in contact with Nick, who is absolutely shocked by what he captured. Nick says he's seen and heard some strange things in his life, but never really thought
Kinakalimutan ako. Madaling araw na. Shit!
much about them. Nick says he has no idea who or what this horrifying headless figure could be. But what do you think? Share your thoughts down in the comments.
Nick Does Life.
The Grainfort
Search nyo na
Tunnels.
lang yan.
British paranormal enthusiast Steve Ballard often conducts extensive explorations of old abandoned tunnels and forts. In this particular video, Steve is joined by his friend Stuart as they investigate the historic underground Grainfort tunnels in Kent, England. The fort was built during the 1860s and survived 2 world wars, but later the fort was left abandoned and the actual structure was demolished. However, the underground tunnels beneath the Grainfort are still there over 150 years later. Steve is showing his friend around the winding maze of halls and empty rooms when his equipment begins to act strangely.
Oh my torch is just going out. That's charged. I'll charge it up today before I come out. That's weird.
Tunnel?
That's weird.
Tunnel pa?
Oh, that was weird, people. My torch just went out. And it went out here last time as well. When I come down here the first time, Stu,
Nakakatakot naman to.
I
Tunnel
could
pa.
feel someone breathing down my neck. Literally breathing right down my neck. Hello? Is anyone here?
Steve recalls a creepy event from a past visit, but little does he know that their current exploration is about to become much more disturbing.
Oh, really?
Uy. Ba't namatay?
Is there anyone here?
Woo!
Oh, why is that doing that?
Ano ba't may nakaputi
Stuart,
doon?
I'll keep getting the shadows going past this light down here. On that lock-off camera. Look at my phone. That's weird. Look, watch my phone. If you turn your light off a minute, watch my phone. Wait. Watch.
Ba't may nakaputi?
See it? That's gone.
Yeah.
It keeps going
Magalaw
off.
ba?
Yeah.
It's almost like there's something going in front of that light down there.
Yeah.
A strange shadow blocks out a faint light in one of the tunnels, almost as if someone or something is walking back and forth. Although a little creeped out, the two friends continue their investigation. What happens next is downright chilling.
This tunnel is
It's amazing, isn't it?
really small, really clean.
Yeah. And it's dry. Look.
Uy!
The best part.
Yeah.
Ako may dumaan.
Did you see it? A shadow-like figure can be seen walking through the tunnel right in front of the two friends. They don't see it, but Steve is shocked when he looks back at his footage. Now Steve has no
Sinabayan
idea
pa ng
who
sound
or
effect.
what this could have been, and creepiest of all, whatever it is, doesn't make a sound. Now if you notice, Steve and Stuart's footsteps are loud as they echo through the tunnel
Ay,
system.
hindi niya
But
napansin yun.
whatever this is, it makes no audible sound at all as it hurries across the end of the tunnel.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Really small.
Re-replay oh.
Clean.
Yeah. And it's dry. Look. For the best part.
Ba't ako nagugulat pa rin kahit na-replay na?
So what do you think this could be? Let me
Bilis.
know down in the comments. You can watch this entire exploration over on the YouTube channel, Steve Ballard,
Steve
The
Ballard.
Stowaway.
Stowaway.
Friends David and Dell from the YouTube channel Signs and Signals are out in the middle of the night to explore the abandoned Zion Presbyterian Church Cemetery, which was founded all the way back in 1851. The graveyard sits isolated, deep in the countryside of South Carolina. David and Dell find themselves in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by woods and graves.
Dude. Oh,
Cemetery ito. Posibleng walang ano dito.
dude, this place looks old, man. Like big time old.
There's no church on the other side of it.
There's no from the woods from what I can see. It's dark as hell.
Record everything.
I can't see anything. Oh, we got that stone.
Cemetery ka pa
Zion.
talaga.
I mean, that's got a church. That says a church cemetery.
Ano may naglalakad,
Church?
men?
I don't know about
May
this.
nakita ko naglalakad nakaputi.
Why do we choose to do one that's like out in the woods?
Because we live out near the woods.
I mean, at first glance, this has got to be one of the creepiest looking graveyards I've ever seen.
Go check how old it is.
I mean, look at these like crosses. I mean, just saying, like you see, why are there pineapples right there? Oh God, you hear that?
What was that?
Nakakatakot naman
You
yung
hear
tunog. Ano ba yung tumutunog?
That was right here.
Like right.
Tumutot pa.
David and Dell are obviously a little creeped out by the eerie atmosphere of the cemetery and joke around to keep everything a bit more lighthearted. But all that changes when David suddenly hears something moving right behind him.
I can't tell.
Yeah.
Ba't may nagalaw ba? Ooh,
Go, Bill.
holy shit.
Saw. I don't know what I saw. I don't know what I saw. I don't know what I saw.
I thought it was a person.
Lakas ng trip niya rin
David
eh, no?
sees someone watching him from the bushes and he bolts away in terror. He warns Dell about what he just saw and they decide to just get the out of there.
Lakas
Now, the
ng
two
trip
friends
ng
in no way
cemetery
claim
pag
that
gusto
this
niya puntahan.
terrifying encounter is even anything paranormal. In fact, David believes that he saw just a real person, creepily sitting there in the bushes in a graveyard, in the middle of nowhere. And as I've always said on this channel, sometimes real people are way scarier than
Takbo siya eh.
anything paranormal, especially
Kahit ako
weirdos
tatakbo rin.
hiding in graveyards. But who or what this actually is remains a mystery. Months later, and after many viewer requests, David and Dell gather their courage and decide to explore the cemetery once again.
Ay, binalikan nila.
Nothing much happens, but as David reviews their footage, he finds something that shocks him to his core.
Yeah, I've heard like a bunny mask, like a birthday
Binalikan nila
mask.
yung sementeryo.
See, to me, I can see why people would say maybe it's a mask. I really can't tell. At first, I couldn't even tell where
Holy
a head was. You know what I mean? All I saw was just that something was moving. But the more and more, like after you edited and everything, and we looked at it on the screen and not on the phone, then you could tell it's like something like, yeah, it's head up.
Naku, may naglalakad
Without
sa
either
likod
of
mo
them
eh.
knowing, someone opens up the back of David's car and just kinda hops inside. David and Dell then
Pumasok sa
drive the
kotse.
same car all the way back
Kasama nyo na yung
home.
multo.
David says that in the morning after their visit to the cemetery, he found the back of his car open, but nothing inside was missing. It goes without saying that he's worried that now whoever was in the back of the car with them knows where he lives. So what do you think is going on here?
Sumama na sa
Could
inyo,
this just be a
bahala
homeless
kayo.
stranger that was looking for a free ride? Or is it something much, much worse? Let me know what you think. You can watch this creepy encounter and many more over on the YouTube channel, Signs and Signals. Before we
Signs
move on
and
to the next
signals.
video, if you see anything that you think
Pang
should be
ilan na ba?
included in the top 5,
Pang number
contact
3
us
na,
at
no? Pang number
nukestop5@gmail.com. The Goodwill Ghost Doll.
The Goodwill.
TikTok user James
Ghost doll
Spotter
na
bought a
naman eh.
very creepy doll at his local Goodwill. At the time, a store employee
Kailangan pa
warned
kasi.
James that the doll's previous owner was in a rush to get rid of it because she believed it was very haunted. James didn't believe in the paranormal and knew the doll was worth quite a bit of money,
Ano, boy,
so
bili ka pa ng
he
ganyan.
bought it
Tingnan nyo naman
and
yung
took it
tsura ng
home.
ano.
That's
Ang
when he
manika,
realized
nakakatakot.
that he had made a huge mistake. James began to hear voices. The doors in his home started to open and close on their own. And scariest of all, he started seeing strange shadowy shapes around his home. James decided to place the doll on a chair in an empty room
Pero manika
with a
yan,
motion-activated camera monitoring it. What he captures is downright creepy.
Diyan pa pinesto yung manika. Hindi na lang ilagay sa kahon. Ayun. Ay, yung camera yun. Yung camera. Yung CCTV. Pag
The camera moves around as if tracking movement somewhere in
Akala
the
ko
empty
gag-
room, but nothing's moving. Then a small dark
Akala
shape
ko
can be
gagalaw
seen
yung
quickly
manika.
moving across the floor in the hallway behind the doll. James explains that the camera only moves when it senses physical motion, so he has no idea why the camera would be moving when there's nothing there. Another night of filming, and when James checks his camera footage, he is shocked.
nakakagulat eh. Uy, uy, uy! Number, gumagalaw yung manika. Gago.
camera still moves all around, seemingly tracking something that we can't see. Then, the doll seems to just start moving all on its own. James says that he was a skeptic before all this, but that he now 100% believes that the doll he brought home from Goodwill has a paranormal entity attached to it. But what do you think is happening here? Is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Just below the surface,
Number one na,
urban
number one.
explorer ILM Mbano Paranormal is back on another exploration.
Ang pogi pa
This
naman
time
na
at an
ito.
abandoned underground heating plant shelter somewhere in the middle of
Nasayang mo yung kapugian mo tapos maghahunting ka pa ng multo. Nako, bigay mo na lang sa akin yan. Napakanabangan ko pa.
the forest in the Czech Republic. Just to be safe, Bono inspects the entire
Czech
complex
Republic.
to make sure that he's completely alone before he even starts to explore. Then he leaves some of his extra belongings in one of the shelter's rooms and starts his investigation. Now, almost immediately, things take a bizarre turn.
Gagi, ang tapang nito.
all these small rooms. Yeah, this is just. I'm gonna go there. So later, this is the room. Close it. This is the room where I have my stuff.
Tapang mo.
This is the little thing I keep my gimbal in because it's kind of fragile. But
Bumukas?
hello.
The door to the room that he had just closed seconds before
Bumukas
appears
nga.
to swing open by itself. Now, of course, this could simply just be caused by a draft, but as Bono continues to explore through the underground complex, things just get much, much weirder.
Yeah, and this is the second entrance. Here are
Tapang mo. Ito talaga yung totoong matapang. Mag-isa lang.
freak that scared me. Is that? Hello?
May nag-alarm.
Okay, so
Feeling ko ako yung nasa loob niyan eh. Feeling ko ako yung nag-explore. Whew! Ayun, ayun.
no wait, this.
Buhay pa rin tong telepono. Ano, sira na yan ah.
It's not plugged in.
O, diba? Yawa ka, men.
You see the wire?
Sira na yun, oh. Naandar pa rin.
Okay.
An old unplugged phone rings as if it's still working. Bono inspects the phone but finds no explanation as to how the phone could have rung.
Oo nga eh.
So now
Sira
he
na,
begins to
gumagana
get
pa rin.
more and more creeped out, being underground and completely alone in this sprawling shelter. But Bono is determined to keep recording, and he scouts through more and more empty rooms and creepy hallways.
So I'm here at the entrance. It's already kind of dark, and I went again through the all
Underground pala yan.
through the whole complex, and there's just no one there. So either they ran away, or I don't know, they did it remotely, or it's just like the phone is haunted. I don't know. I like to not think that someone is caused by haunting till it's just completely
Di wala pa
you know,
nagpapakita.
till you just can't explain it by anything by anything, but
Kakahilo ka. Paulit-ulit lang ako. Shit! Ano tumayo?
no.
what looks like a heavy metal plate seems to rise up from the ground on its own and then falls. Bono is freaked out and makes a run for it. But unfortunately, Bono realizes that he has left his belongings back inside one of the
Kung ako makakita ng ganyan, naku po. Ewan ko na lang, baka nahimatay na ako.
rooms. And so he has to go back in to collect them. What happens next is chilling.
Hindi pa rin siya umalis talaga. Oh.
Was kind of far, but I think in this direction. I think it was far, but okay. I have to go for my stuff. So.
Uy, nako. Diyos ko. Diyos ko. Diyos ko. Ano mo? Shit. Fuck. Ano mo? Hayop ka.
A deep rumble makes Bono freeze in his tracks. He tries to determine where the sound came from, and as he goes to check it out, well, did you see it? A dark figure can be seen peeking from around the corner at the end of the hallway. The explorer doesn't even notice and walks right past where the figure appeared. It wasn't until later, when viewers of his YouTube channel pointed out the strange peeker, that Bono realized what he had captured. He says he has no idea who or what this could be. So, it's up to you to decide. You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, ILMN Bono Paranormal. Contamination.
May extra
So
pa.
for the people who stayed around all the way till the end, I have
Kala ko
one
yun
more
na ilas.
video that is very creepy, but honestly, just a little too good to be true. In this video, two Japanese friends can be seen hiking deep into the woods on a nature trail somewhere in Japan. It's starting to get dark when one of the guys becomes very ill. His friend hurries off to find a restroom on the trail to bring back water for his sick friend. And this is where the peaceful hiking trip turns into the stuff of nightmares.
Japanese na naman to. Blood.
おい大丈夫かおいお前大丈夫かよ
Ba't sumuso ka?
動ける水持ってくるわよいしょちょ待てるあじゃあ水持ってくるからちょっとここで待っててじゃあちょっと行ってくるから
Nangyari ka. Nausog ka na ng engkanto. Gabi pa naman.
よし来たなだいぶ暗くなってきた
Ang bilis mo gabi ah. Bilis naman mo gabi.
急ぐがあいつ危ないからな
Ano ba't kasi iniwan-iwan mo yung tubig?
早くしかないと
Nawala.
あれこれもしかして
Asan na?
どっから入るんだこれこっからでいいのかなおくそこっちだな
Ang daming bakas ng paaw.
シャントとか
May tao dyan.
ないなもう殺していかなきゃ
Uy! May tumawa.
何誰かいるのちょっとやめてよ
Siguro natatawa ako eh. Puta, ina. Gago.
なんで水をなんでいいの
Hoy.
Ano daったの
Totoo ba to?
Creepy giggling can be heard from somewhere inside the restroom.
Ay.
Then the guy's sick friend, who he left far behind on the trail, is suddenly standing right behind him in the reflection of the restroom mirror. But something about his friend just does not look quite right. Then someone grabs the guy's arm, and as he looks up, he sees a woman with a diseased-looking face who quickly disappears right before his eyes. Horrible, moldy scratches are left on his arm, and when he looks in the mirror, he recoils in horror. Now, it's totally fake, but this video definitely completely creeped me out the first time I saw it. So I thought I would share, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Teke lang pala tong video
Thanks
na to.
so much for watching.
Dinagdag lang pala yun. Visit. Kala ko totoo na. Kanabahan ako dun ah. Hinga muna ako na malalim ah. Wait lang. Time check. Time check. Time check. Alas 12 na. 11:30. So yun. Gulat ka, no? Alam mo. Ako lang ah. So yun, maraming salamat sa panonood. Nakatapos na naman na Nuke'S Top 5. Ang gaganda talaga mga video na ito. Kahit ang haba, sana panoorin nyo. Panoorin nyo tong reaction ko. Kahit mahaba, sulit naman, di ba? Papanoorin ko pa marami yan kahit mahaba pa yan. Diba? Masipag ako mag-upload eh. Kaya kung gusto nyo tong video na to, like, comment, and subscribe. Road to 1K na tayo. Let's go. Bawal pala maingay. 1K nyo na yan ha. Malapit na yan. Konti na lang yan. So yun, matutulog na ako at madaling araw na. May maingay pa ako. So maraming salamat sa panonood. Hanggang sa muli. Peace.